This next story is about taking our community back. Those are the words from our Governor Larry Hogan in Baltimore today as he announced a large crime-fighting initiative.
Most of this effort is going to be focused in the city, but it also spans the entire state. ABC 2 News' Brian Kubler is here to break down what the governor's plan means to us immediately and to the long term. Brian.
Jamie, the governor was flanked by law enforcement officials from around the state. Between those resources and an emergency legislative agenda next month, he listed off several initiatives aimed at stemming the violent crime tide here in Baltimore.
And more than 5,000 firearms were involved in crimes.
Citing the grim crime numbers weary city residents can now recite by heart, Governor Larry Hogan took to the podium to draw his line in the sand.
Let me be crystal clear. I have absolutely no tolerance whatsoever for these repeat violent offenders and these criminal gangs causing lawlessness in our streets.
With that, the governor announced the creation of a new Maryland Criminal Intelligence Network. It is meant to work over county and city lines and aimed at violent repeat offenders and entire criminal enterprises operating statewide. But in Baltimore proper, the heavier lift. The governor has directed more resources from the Maryland State MDTA, MTA, and the Maryland Capitol Police to expand their efforts into the city and increase presence in the most crime-struck areas. In addition, MSP will assist Baltimore police in serving high-priority warrants. To boost that effort, the governor said he has an agreement with the U.S. Marshal Service to immediately begin the, quote, aggressive sweep across this city.
There are far too many violent gang members terrorizing the streets of Baltimore, and we need to remove as many of them as we can as quickly as possible.
Also, come the first day of the legislative session next month, the governor plans to introduce a package of bills, emergency legislation. The bills will focus on truth in sentencing, making second-time violent offenders ineligible for parole. Another bill will also double the mandatory minimum sentence for those who continue to use guns to commit crimes from 5 to 10 years in prison. And lastly, Hogan plans to strengthen state gang and RICO laws.
With all of these many actions that we are announcing today, we are saying enough is enough. This is about taking our communities back, getting gangs and violent offenders off the streets, and saving lives.
Now, the governor was clear the resources from the state and the federal agencies he spoke about are in the city to assist the crime fight under the direction of Commissioner Kevin Davis and the Baltimore Police Department. The commissioner and the mayor were absent from today's news conference, but Davis did issue a statement saying he appreciated the state assistance.